Welcome back to the Bruce Poinsette Show. So, a little inside baseball for the viewers. This is the first time my first time being back in the studio in like a month or a month and a half.
About so.
And, one of the things that happened since I was last here is we aired our live segment from the Welcome Dome. And I think many things happened at the Welcome Dome, but one was me introducing a segment but a movement that is sure to, catch fire across the nation.
Catch on at some point.
Albeit maybe slowly, based on that. But it was called the White Silence Movement.
Yes, it was.
For those who weren't there, it was a really simple concept. Basically, white people for like a year. You can do more if you want to, but just take a vow of silence. Like, literally, just don't
talk.
Don't talk.
Don't say anything.
Is all listening and, doing some things. I imagine you got to like feed yourself or something, but just for a year. And let's see what happens. Like if all the white people in the world just went silent, because I know people think, but what about all these things that white people are contributing and all these thoughts? And it's like, but who also has those thoughts and also has things to contribute?
Those contributions.
Everyone else. In fact, you might find out some things you didn't even know about.
Very true.
So, we just did that for a year. Now, the thing was, when I pitched that, and I should expect this when when you have big ideas,
when you're going to change the world.
Exactly. People they're not going to see the vision in the beginning. Like, Ado, I know you had some concerns.
I did.
Ambush was there too. He had some concerns.
Some audience members had some concerns.
But you know what? I still remember we had one white person came up, was ready to join the movement. So we started from somewhere. But you know what? Never let it be said that I am not, that I don't take feedback. That I don't, let it roll around my head a little bit. And I'm willing to retool ideas. I'm willing to, adjust.
Readjust.
So I've been thinking about it. Okay, people, the white silence movement, people were a little nervous. They're like, I remember you asked, like, what are white people going to do? I'd rather hear what people are saying, because I'm a little worried about how they might organize. I'm a little worried how they might, after a year, what's going to happen? How are they going to come back, right? So I thought about it. I retooled, I repackaged, and I was like, now this is going to be a little, I'm not going to say controversial, because the whole impetus for this segment is the white silence movement.
Yeah.
But actually, I want to borrow one of the few semi-useful ideas Kanye West has put out in recent years. He bought, was it a compound in Wyoming?
He did. Quite a bit of land.
Yeah. And I thought to myself, I don't know about Kanye, but this whole thing about land and compounds, wait. What if we turn the white silence movement into the anti-racism monastery?
Yeah.
So it's still a vow of silence, but we put a little more organizing around it. We have land. We could provide clothes, which ironically, as I envision them, would probably look a lot like, Kanye's weird Jesus wear. Again, I don't know why so many of these ideas are kind of parallel to Kanye West in this moment.
Kanye right now.
That might be the next retool for this segment.
You got to separate it from Kanye a little bit.
Yeah, that's the next. We're workshopping in real time here. So you have people, they come to the monastery again. They dedicate a year or more. Maybe they just want to stay there for the rest of their lives. Like, monasteries currently exist.
Yeah.
Like there's a model for this. And we could have educators, trainers, like you will go there and you'll be in silence, but you'll have work to do. Yeah. You will do plenty of learning in, this compound environment, and with the guidance and the containment, in theory, you can come back out, or maybe you never come back out. Maybe you just stay there.
Maybe you stay there forever.
And think again. If everyone just commits a year, in fact, not even if everyone commits a year, because we all know why most of the white people are not going to actually commit to this monastery.
Yes.
But those who do, when we let them loose on those who haven't, I'm just saying.
Okay.
We can, you know.
Okay.
We can work on this. Like, so when I'm asking Ado, are you warming up?
You brought up a decent point in the concept of, so let's say we have a few, like, let's just take like Portland, for example. Portland shoots they shot as the liberal area, as we know. So let's just say like we're able to get like out of 100 white people, we get 50 Portlanders, those liberals, to pop in. And for a year, they join the monastery. They learn lessons. They take that time to grow as a person. Maybe there's even moments where it's like, you know, like when white people like start crying really hard over a Black experience when it's uncomfortable and like they're not, like, it's weird when they do that. Maybe we talk to them about that and we're like, hey, what are you doing? Like, we teach them. By the time that they come out, then we'll be able to, not only will they be able to get other white people to be like, hey, that was a good year. Like, I learned a lot. I learned some lessons. So we get some new recruits, but then any other white people who are completely out of order, we now have well-educated white people to deal with them so then we can sit back and relax.
Mm-hmm. I feel you warming up to the idea. Yeah.
Because the thing with the white silence movement is that having it be like the public hashtag, you know how white people get about these public hashtags. Like, something's going to happen. I don't want to see you get canceled, Bruce. I don't want white people to cancel you.
Oh.
They'll be like, this racist man. But if you make it a monastery, if it's completely by choice, if it's an experience, it's like that's a year-long experience of silence that you're choosing.
Let's be real. You know, obviously the anti-racism monastery is going to have a hard push towards the white population. But there's some other people that could definitely, they could stand to spend some time in the anti-racism monastery too. So it's open to everyone.
It's open to everybody. I think making it open-ended, like, anyone can pop in, learn some lessons, come out, grow.
Yeah. And let's just take it, you know, because obviously the issue is going to come up, well, where are you going to get the funding, Bruce? Where are you going to get the money? There are plenty of people that I think, potential sponsors, who would have a real incentive in this. So where are you going to build compounds? Well, again, weirdly enough, Kanye has shown us the way.
Yes.
And Wyoming, honestly, Dakotas,
Idaho,
Montana, Idaho, these places already exist.
Yes.
And let's be real, we talk about this middle America, quote unquote, middle America voting problem. If you were going to try and, I don't know, infuse a more level playing field, you know, for your senatorial votes, for your legislatures, yeah, build communities there. Yeah, bring people there. How do you bring a bunch of people? Oh, that's right. Jobs, or a jobs program.
Yep.
And these aren't even jobs. These are the monastery experience. Well, they actually are jobs, because we will put these white people to work.
Yes.
Please. I want people to know, let me look right into the camera. We will put these white people to work. If you establish these communities, these compounds, you activate people, because you're taking a vow of silence. But please believe you will still be filling out that ballot. Yeah. You're going to vote.
You're doing the work. You're doing the work. I'm curious, how are you going to avoid people calling it a cult?
See, I don't even worry about that. Like, people think it's a cult. Well, you know what else is a cult? You checked out the Republican Party lately?
Fair.
Like, what cult?
Very fair.
I think cult is actually like the branding model on most of social media. If you look right now,
that's very true.
Like, it is like, yes, in theory, a cult is not the greatest thing in the world, but everyone is running their marketing like a cult.
Yeah.
Is, the whole cult of personality thing. Yes, but no, I mean, literally, like, listen to me. I have the answers for you. Buy my this, buy my that. I'm the only one that can save you. Like, that's the model right now anyway.
Yeah, that's just
You're
the life
gonna
model.
shame me for being a cult? The cult of anti-racism? That's the cult you're mad at?
True. I'm
already getting ready. Like, I'm getting ready to. I like how I'm just like arguing with hypothetical people as you ask me this question right now. But no, I think, again, you keep throwing these questions out and telling you. Anti-racism monastery. If we were live again, I feel like we got one last time. I feel like we could get 5.
I agree. I think for all intents and purposes, I'm down with this one. I'm definitely down with this one. Because also, we're putting the white people somewhere else as well. So it's like, otherwise, we just kind of get to do our own thing. We don't get to see these specific white people who end up joining for a year. I think we also get to keep around the most extreme white people, which, I don't know, it'll be interesting to see how that separation happens, because like the white people who are just refusing to join, like let's say like this program runs for 10 years and like you have the choice to stay as long as you want, but you only need to stay for a year. The very extreme white people who just don't want to join are going to be the forefront of white society now. And that'll be interesting.
So you do present a real problem in that interim of the wildest white people being the only white people. So on segment 3 of the ever-evolving white silence movement / anti-racism monastery, I'm gonna come up with an answer for that one.
Yeah, because we got to deal with those extremists. Like, we can't expect the Grand Wizard to just go into the monastery.
But I'm just saying, I feel like the legs are coming together. Yes. And you know what's nice about this? Because most people are like, you shouldn't talk about this on like a screen and record it and put it out there for people. I feel very comfortable workshopping this idea because, well, what's the worst that can happen? We actually do it.
We figure it out.
What are we actually going to create this monastery, create a bunch of jobs for people to run the monastery, create a major political shift by plotting these all throughout quote unquote middle America. Transforming lives. Oh no. No.
The worst scenario.
Yeah. And then we just, make sure we need to find some wealthy benefactors so we can own the land with the compounds. Because again, if you're an investor or sponsor for this, you want to make sure Black people own land, don't you? That'd be a basic one. We're not going to do the Black News Channel thing where, the owner of the Jaguar is like, I'm a big investor. I don't feel like it. I'm pulling out.
Right.
We're not going to do that. Shout out to whatever his name is. No, we're going to invest. We're going to own the land.
Yeah.
So even if it doesn't work,
jobs, create communities.
We'll figure out other ways to do stuff.
Yeah.
And so if you're watching in Idaho, Wyoming, South Dakota, North Dakota,
hit us up. I know I got people in Idaho watching this. I have friends in Idaho. Hit us up.
Yeah, I was thinking of the other people who are watching this who are like, this is what we're afraid of.
Do they have entertainment? Like, can they watch movies? Can they like...
that's to be determined. it's to be determined. You're asking these questions about, you know, how humanely are you going to treat the people? And
I think that's a good place to get started.
These are important questions. Yes, they are. We'll get there. We'll get there. I feel like we gotta wrap this while we're still in a positive place before you ask too much.
Well, okay. I feel the thing is, by you answering the question the way you did, we're workshopping it. This is a live workshop for anyone listening. We're figuring things out.
Exactly. There will be compassion.
Yes.
Again, I look at the camera, which makes it seem so much more sincere, but don't you worry.
We care.
We do.
We care. We care more than you've cared about us, honestly.
You know, I think we can wrap the segment there. That no matter what you think about the movement, we care more than you've cared about us.
Yep.
So trust us and join the anti-racism monastery.
Welcome.